I'll just say like what's bad is just like people he's kind of like associating with himself with, because he didn't really do too many collabs. Like we weren't collabing with people like that. We would just go make content, and then when I left, he like started doing stuff with like Cali Muscle, and he would talk so much stuff on this fool Cali Muscle, like I can't stand this tinto, like this fool so fucking annoying, like fucking so loud, fucking can't. I remember one time we were at the gym and he was there. He's like, Pitt, take your shirt off. This fool thinks he's bad, because like I was walking around. I mean, he was walking around without a shirt, and then like he's like best friends with Cali Muscle. We're BFFF, and like all this stuff on the Instagram or YouTube, and like. I was just like, oh man, like this is just crazy. And then same thing with Wes Watson. I remember like long time ago when Wes Watson was just making the videos and being like, hey big, like who's this fool Wes Watson? Like, you know anything about him? Oh, that fool's a PC. Like he lives in San Diego. He doesn't come out his high rise. Like that fool's a bitch, you know?
Don't take it baby. Oh yeah. That good old watermelon.
One of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr.?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What is going on, people? Titan Physique here, back with another video. And in today's video, we are gonna be yapping about big girl man, the big girl with the big things. And apparently Lizzo has lost weight. This is incredible. Never in a trillion years we ever thought that Lizzo's gonna lose weight. And do you know what this means? This means that Big Boy has a chance to step his game up and become the new Lizzo of 2025. So, you know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see, you know, a big girl climb on stage and shake that fucking booty, man. Because I'm gonna be throwing some cash on that motherfucker. So, you know, I'm prepared. You know, I'm prepared. I got my money ready to buy some tickets so I can see that nigga on that pole, you know, showing us how that BBW move, you know what I'm saying? But overall, guys, okay, enough with the yapping. In this video, we are going to be talking about how Big Boy is literally a fucking threat to Wes Watson and Girly Muscle, because Big Boy is the biggest snake of the industry, and we all know this, man. We all know this. He got exposed multiple times, yet Mr. Peggy Watson and Girly Muscle still to choose to let this guy in his circle after being exposed. And those exposures weren't just exposures. Those exposures have actual backed evidence that Big Girl was actually a big snake. But overall, before we can get into this yapping, I want you guys to join the Titan Physique army, because this army is the best army to ever live. We have the best videos. We go in depth with the videos. We don't just copy and paste. We copy and paste, but we evaluate and we draw up a conclusion and we add a full stop at the end of the sentence. So I guess you get what I mean, but let's get to this video. So boom, big boy. I'm not gonna go in depth about his life, how he grew up in the whole white boy suburbs. All the videos of Big Boy are in the description. Make sure you watch them after watching this video, because watching them now will literally just kill the whole reason for you, you know, clicking on the video in the first place. So watch it later. But to overall get the glimpse of why Big Boy is the biggest snake and why it cannot be trusted, let's reverse back in the 1970s. Okay, that's a little way too back. 2015, a nice time, and Big Boy was invited to become an affiliate of 5% Nutrition. This was an amazing opportunity for Big Boy, because now he had an upper hand for him to just push out his name out there through Rich Piana's publicity. Big Boy had a greedy behavior within himself. He was greedy. he just wanted everything to himself, and at that time he had not revealed that attitude and their behavior to the public. He, being with 5% nutrition, had something in mind that, man, I really want to run a portion of his brand, because he just hated the fact of having half of something. This guy is so greedy that, man, he could live in poverty, bro, and be given a piece of chicken. He could wipe the whole motherfucker out knowing that he has 10 more brothers still starving, and he knew he could have shared that chicken with those brothers. But overall, Big Boy was planning to sell steroids within the 5% nutrition brand. Rich Piana said no, and Big Boy got mad, left 5% nutrition to start his own brand, Strength Cartel, to find that this guy just didn't want to start his own brand and move on with his life. He wanted to start his own brand so he can raw dog Rich Piana in the ass and have an ego that, damn, I started a whole fucking merchandise business and I beat Rich Piana just to fulfill his void. And overall, he went to extents of breaking into his house, literally tying up his nephew, smashing everything in his house, and even literally manipulating his bird brain wife to steal from Rich Piana, which Rich Piana later found out and was completely heartbroken from it.
That's not how a businessman gets down. That's not how anything should go down. So, you know what I mean? I picked up the phone, called him the next day, and let him know how I felt, man. That, real man would have confronted me face to face. Not that I'm trying to fight or, you know what I mean, act like a tough guy. Just, hey, man, as a businessman, like, sit me down, man, and tell me what's up. Tell me what's on your mind. You know, don't text me in the middle of the night while I'm asleep, you know. That's making me feel violated. So at least I got a text message from Rich, even if it was in the middle of the night. The homie didn't get shit. He didn't get a call, text, email, anything. And I let him know what went down, and I let him know, be a man, make your own decision, and do what's best for you.
I had to talk him off the ledge from doing something crazy. You see what I'm saying? Because let's understand this. Rich had enough money to get anyone hurt. Anyone. So he didn't have to get his own hands dirty. But it was to the point that when you pertain somebody's wife, of them betraying their oath in front of the Lord's eye, it's a level of pain that no man would want to endure. So the best thing he was able to do is to do it through text at the hours he did, because he wouldn't have been able to contain himself, you know, because when it comes to protecting yourself and your family, 9 times out of 10, you would kill that other person. You would kill that other person. That's why Mac Truck don't talk about people, kids and wives. I leave that out of my poking, because I know how that can get someone's life taken, right? And you could be the baddest person on the face of this earth, crack the concrete everywhere you walk, but all it takes is that scrawny dude or this one guy that been betrayed, or you and put his family in danger. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So that's why I know that it wasn't no cowardice, because it take a strong man to come to another man and tell them how far over the ledge they are. But we didn't go into the in-depth of what him and his wife did. You see what I'm saying? We didn't go into that. But, you know, he just said some things that I don't want to mention, because I want Sarah to always be respected for the simple fact she still is his wife. They never got the opportunity to get a divorce. And she's my friend. She's my friend. So I'm not going to mention the things that we said, but the things that he said, and that was the cause of them separating. I understood why they separated, but I didn't look at her no different, because that wasn't my place.
This was just the first strike that Mr. Big Girl watched that big snake and the biggest snake of them all and couldn't be trusted. So fast forwarding to Strength Cartel, Big Girl's brand made sure that to put up this persona that is the tough guy life. Everything is tough. Even like there's even videos of this guy literally trying to force having a deep voice. And since when now he got exposed and I look back to his videos, I'm like, damn, this guy was an actual bomb. Like bro was literally trying to force that deep voice like he DDG or something like that.
Hell yeah. And another main one for me is confidence. Always making sure I have that confidence in me, that I play through my mind, that I already got that lift.
In Strength Cartel, things were just completely greedy to a point where Big Boy would make so much stinking cash and he would just give his affiliates pennies, bro. Even Pitbull also admitted this, that Big Boy never even tried to just give this guy a bonus. Every year this guy was getting paid pennies, and even though Pitbull knew that he deserved more, you know, he enjoyed it, man. He enjoyed this content creation life. I have nothing wrong with that, you know, to enjoy what you do. It just comes to a point where it's like, man, I gotta really feed myself, which initially forced Pitbull to just leave. And fun fact, Pitbull actually spoke to Big Boy about him leaving, but Big Boy somehow in his bird brain, like this guy's brain is tiny, bro. Like I cannot imagine how tiny this guy's brain is. The next day he calls up, you know, Pitbull and says, oh yeah, he didn't want to jerk me off, man, and he got mad and he left, man. Like, it's just fucking crazy. Pitbull just spoke to you right now that he wants to leave the brand, and you're gonna go yep like some other, you know, broke down housewife, man. It's just diabolical. It's just diabolical. And that was the second strike of Big Girl being that biggest snake.
Most of them did not utilize the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, but
I
but
wish that fool. He was, like I said, if he did that, he'd be so smart and like. But like I said, at the end of the day, he didn't want to see people like. He was like,
do better than him.
Be better than him. He was trying to hold me back, bro. Like, because at the end of the day, it's just like, why? Like I said, when I started my brand, same thing. I got like homies that kind of just like slowly reached out, some of my friends, and I all helped them start their own brand, dog, with all my networks. I said, use me, I'll help you promote your shit. I already have a big social media, I already have this, like I'll help you, like you help me, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And they all started it and stuff and like that, and like I think one of them still does it, but like it's crazy to like, I could be like, how could you be so greedy? Because I was like, damn, Big Boy, like I said, I was there from the beginning. I never went to one business meeting. He has a business partner, so like I worked at this gym that was a warehouse gym. So Metroflex was opening up in OC, because like I was like, their only one was in Long Beach. I was like, man, to drive to Long Beach from fucking OC is gonna be like, I can't do that all the time. So once I found out like a hardcore gym was gonna open up in Orange County, I went to it. I worked front desk there just so I could have a free membership and train there. And I met some guy that was working, the owner of that shop, of the gym. He owned Nutrition Zone, and so like they did protein, pre-workout, all that stuff. And then so they seen me and Big Boy roll through. They're like, damn, who the fuck are these fools, you know? And then we're sponsored by Rich Piana, you know. Then he drops Rich Big. Oh, but then we start doing Strength Cartel. We start filming videos, and they're like, hey, you guys, we can help you. Like, they seen us whole like dollar signs. Like, I already know, like the business guys, you know, fucking suit and tie Weddles.
Yeah.
Fucking seen me and Big Boy were probably like, ding, ding, ding. Like, I can make money off you fools. So like,
yes,
like Strength Cartel is like that shit. It's like it's Big Boys, but like for sure, like it's getting cut like 30%, or like at least 20-30% between somebody, other people that do all the back end and like everything. You know what I'm saying? So
he had to literally downgrade because he can't afford to pay for expensive shamukas. But he ain't the only one buying women. Big Boy buy women too. Anytime y'all see a chick around a fat dude, he's buying them. He been got exposed in-house about him paying these chicks to be around. And he get mad when the chicks be on his other guys and shit. Like, because let's be real, ain't no chick finna be over here on him like that when they find out that he's cheap and flossing and showboating. So they got a whole crew of buying pussy.
And let's go to the third strike. Big Boy isn't gangster, this guy is a fraud, and eventually had enough of hanging out with Big Boy because they just couldn't keep, walking with the fucking lie. They couldn't keep like that. That's why a lot of Big Boy's affiliates were just dropping down left and center, but Big Boy just initially made sure that he didn't make it seem like he was the problem. He just came up with lies to make it, that's why Big Boy lied about Pitbull living, because he didn't want to make the internet see that, man, Big Boy really has some issues. There could be something up about Big Boy. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to cover things up. That's what a snake does. You know what I'm saying? Like, a snake doesn't just like fucking, when it eats you, bro. Like, there's no remains like on the floor or whatever, man. I don't know how to fucking explain the analogy, but you get the gist.
Boy, bro, after this, are you worried about anything?
No, because I think he's smarter now, and he knows, like, but before I was about to lose my train of thought, like, I feel like maybe he don't want to come on here because, like, you would probably ask him, like, maybe questions he don't want to talk about, or like, people at the end of the day, this is real, like you said, this where the real people like talk, or like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah,
people would kind of like figure out like who he kind of is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and, like,
the tough questions,
yeah. And maybe just like,
yeah,
I don't know, like hood stuff, because like I said, I feel like he's very like, I don't know, when it came to like traveling and stuff, he didn't want to like, I remember we got like, to go up north or something, even if like as far as Bakersfield, he'd be like, oh, like, I don't feel safe going there, like, and I'm like, bro, like, you're not like banging, why are you tripping? Like, like, even for me just to go out there, I was just like, I mean, why you're tripping about going out there? Like just because I feel like people will press you when you're that like Instagram guy, when you're like, oh, like, big gangster guy, like people are gonna try to press you more type. So I feel like he would just try to like avoid those situations and shit. Not saying they're gonna press him, but people maybe like, like you said, if we're really from the trenches, or people like said, like, there's no like where are you from? Like, people are gonna really find out where he's from, and it's like, you're not really from no hood, like crazy hoods like that, you know what I'm saying? Because like he's from like San Clemente, and like, it's not like freaking like LA out here and saying like.
So everyone's coming down on Big Boy after the death of his friend, the person he went to prison with for 13 years. He brought him into his business. He's loved by so many fans. Well, unfortunately, he died. Tragically, he was killed. And after the death, the family needs money for funeral costs, and they put up a GoFundMe, and Big Boy donated $500. And ever since then, people are pissed. I'm talking, on my videos that I put up, thousands of comments saying, what kind of piece of shit donates $500 to the charity of his brother?
Big Boy had a chance to donate the money to his friend, and bro only donated $500. $500. Like, Big Boy literally has a whole Lambo that he probably pays, I don't know, $20,000 in rent, if it's rental or whatever, but he only paid $500, and that was an official confirmation that Big Boy is actually greedy and wants all the things to himself, which overall made him have a lot of enemies around his passed away friend, which were the family. And they had anger that Big Boy was just such a greedy person, and sparing at least $10,000, wouldn't hurt, with the amount of money Big Boy had lying around. And this overall came biting him back, and since when he couldn't just have the heart of the Lord to just give back to his people, not even people, his closest friend, eventually led to the decline in views and money, because now, since when he has been exposed, no one watches his videos as much as before. Since when he has been exposed, he has never affiliates to promote his brand and overall have a nice discount. After the exposure, Big Boy has to make a living, guys, or this guy would live on the street. He has no job, but he has a business, and since when now he has been exposed for the lies, and now his reputation has declined drastically, he has to do everything in his will, even if he doesn't like it, to make that paper and pay the rent, and just not end up being homeless and butt raped by some other hobo around the corner. So now it's leading to him hanging around with Girly Muscle and WES Watson, because he knows that boom, these are the only fucking two cocksuckers, dumb ass fucking piece of shit that can literally allow a big snake around the circle. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Because Wes Watson and Kelly Muscle, they don't have any self-value around themselves. So I'm gonna be like, okay, sure, another snake, get in the fucking team. So overall, trying to get a proper analogy of what I'm saying is that Mr. Peggy Watson and Kelly Muscle just cannot see like how it's such a bad idea to have fucking big girl in this fucking team, because apparently even approved and confirmed by Pitbull Torres is that big girl he doesn't like Kelly Muscle. This guy doesn't like her. He said it himself. He doesn't like Kelly Muscle or Wes Watson. He does not like those fucking guys. He's just doing that so he can be able to feed himself, because since when he's been exposed and now no one else to collab with him, and the only people that can collab with him are those fucking black shits, he's gonna go with it because that's the only thing he got. That's his last resort, to hang out with the last dipshits that have some few of clout around their name. So overall, it's gonna be hell. It's going to be hell because Big Boy is pretending. And this just shows how much of a snake this guy is. Like, I'm seeing this guy eating watermelon and getting all freaky with Girly Muscle, and it's like, okay, if you behind his back had said that, okay, I don't like this guy, and you managed to fake a Chuck Basher 2.0 deluxe porno video, just faking that, it just scares the shit out of me, bro. Like, if I don't like a person, I wouldn't go that deep to fake that shit, you know?
As a person, like, it, like, just everything, like, he was doing, like, just acting, like, I mean, I wouldn't say, like, I don't want to say changed as a person, but everything he was about, like, I would just say, like, what's bad is just, like, people he's kind of, like, associating with himself with, because he didn't really do too many collabs. Like, we weren't collabing with people like that. We would just go make content, and then when I left, he like started doing stuff with like Cali Muscle, and he would talk so much stuff on this fool Cali Muscle, like, I can't stand this tinto, like, this fool so fucking annoying, like, fucking so loud, fucking can't. I remember one time we were at the gym and he was there, he's like, Pitt, take your shirt off, this fool thinks he's bad, because like I was walking around, I mean, he was walking around without a shirt, and then like he's like best friends with Cali Muscle, we're BFFF, and like all this stuff on the Instagram or YouTube, and like I was just like, oh man, like this is just crazy. And then same thing with Wes Watson. I remember like long time ago when Wes Watson was just making the videos and being like, hey big, like who's this fool Wes Watson? Like, you know anything about him? Oh, that fool's a PC, like he lives in San Diego, he doesn't come out his high rise, like that fool's a bitch, you know? And then like all of a sudden he's fucking, oh, we have a pre-workout, Wes Watson, like fucking named after his Bugatti or some shit like that. I'm like, man, that's desperate for like just getting like any type of like person to like, not even type of person, but just like trying to get publicity, because regardless he gets views and stuff because he just does all kinds of things, like this, he's out there, you know what I'm saying? He's like saying he's the richest man in Miami, and then you got people that are really in Miami, like he doesn't even own, he ran into, like, you know what I'm saying? So
talk crap about Cali Muscle, he also did the same thing about Wes Watson, right? This is the thing, a person like that do things like that, and when I see it, that's why I pull away. And I told you guys a few years back why I stopped dealing with Cali and Big Boy. It's because they fugazi. The moment I seen Big Boy trying to do collaborations with Cali Muscle, I already knew right then and there that dude wasn't nothing but he was trying to portray himself to be. Now I wonder if Big Boy gonna try to act tough again.
Let's just take it as this, that Mr. Wes Watson and Girly Muscle, they have to watch out. They have to watch out because big girl could literally, you know, use his fucking ass cheeks to fucking, you know, slap their face or something like that and fucking backstab him like that, bro. Like big girl can literally fucking put a whole dagger between them ass cheeks and stab them back.
Extensions and bat his eyes and get some culo. and some huevos. So, man, you guys take a fucking nap. Wake up and apologize.
You guys let me know, guys. Let me know if this is just a bad idea, because these three are just the worst of humanity, guys. Like, the worst of humanity. So imagine all of them combined. It's gonna be hell loose, because already Mr. Wes Twatson, he's a cocksucker already. He is the worst of the worst. One of the worst human beings you can ever imagine. And Girly Muscle, he's up here with his blue eyes looking like some kind of Titanic mermaid, fucking Black Prince. I don't know what type of world this guy is living in, bro. Like, those eyes look creepy as hell. You're a black man. Guys, do you know what beauty lies in? Beauty lies in natural beauty. Not trying to fucking do no surgery to look like some white man. Like, apparently Girly Muscle trying to look like John Bravo. Like, man, no hate to John Bravo, but John Bravo is a sexy man. And Girly Muscle's like, shit, I need to look like that. That's why he got those fucking eye implants, man. I don't know what's next. Maybe the next thing gonna get is a butt implant, so that, you know, big girl can be able to slit that nice little, you know, I don't even say nice, but overall, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm tired of talking about these people. Hopefully, this is my last video about these fucking clowns. Comment down below what your thoughts are, and whether these three are gonna make hell on earth combined. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.